tip at Crafty Hope. Welcome. I'm popping on real quick because I had an idea. So if you follow me elsewhere, you may have seen or heard that I've been working on cleaning up my craft room, kind of purging and going through and organizing and all of that. And I'm doing this in little snippets, like just little sections so I don't become overwhelmed. And today I got to the yarn section, which, yeah, these are actually rolls, or I don't know, pieces of yarn, I don't know, that I got other places, different places, and I was gonna get rid of them, but y'all, then I picked up with my yarn. I keep pom-pom makers because they go together, and I try to keep like things together, things I would use with each other. So I'm only going to use a pom-pom maker with yarn, so I keep my pom-pom maker with my yarn. I hope that makes sense. So as soon as I saw these three colors in this pom-pom maker, I had an idea. So I want to show you what we're going to make. You may not want to hang in. Y'all, candy corn pom-poms. Candy corn pom-poms. I have two. So if you don't know how to make a pom-pom, I'm going to show you how to make one with the biggest one, because my set of pom-pom makers has three different sizes. A large, a medium, and a small. And they work all exactly the same. You can find these different brands besides the We Are Memory Keepers. Most craft stores have them, I believe. So I'm going to show you how to make this and pull it together. I already have my white one and my orange one. So we're going to go ahead and grab the biggest roll of yarn, and I'm going to show you how to make a pom-pom real quick. So this comes like this, and these sides pop apart. So what you want to start with is all of it together, everything lined up just like that. And you're going to open two arms like this, just like this. So this is two arms, but you want them to be together. And you're going to take a length of your yarn and just start wrapping around both of these. Now I think I have another pom-pom tutorial if you want to watch that one as well. It was a Christmas one, I believe, because last year I made some garlands with pom-poms. And that's kind of what I'm thinking with these two. You could, once we get done with this the way I'm going to show you to do it, you could hang it on a garland like that on another piece of yarn or string or something like that. Sew it on. I think I sewed mine on last time, and that works just as well. But let's wrap this up. I'm going to speed this up so you can see it real quick. Okay, so I've wrapped up this one side. I did one wrap across and then covered up any of the open spaces. You can wrap them thicker if you want. That's just the way I do it. And then you're just going to trim and close that and open your other side. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap that side as well. Okay, now that I've got both wrapped and closed, I'm sorry if the dog's barking. Man, something's got her goat. Keep your rest of your yarn close by. You're going to need it in a second. But the next thing you're going to do is go up between these little spaces here and cut in between. Just like this, there's that line in between, and you kind of want your scissors to follow that line. So, and remember, the thicker your yarn is, the harder it's going to be to cut. So like these two yarns that are thicker were really hard to cut, whereas this thinner thinner yarn is easier to cut. So, and also the thicker you wrap this, the poofier your pom-poms are going to be. So it's up to you how you want to deal with it. Alright, so I just kind of followed that line with my scissors. I'm going to keep that closed. Follow the other line with my scissors. I like to double check. All right, so then I'm going to get a length of yarn. Just like that. That's why we kept that close. We're going to insert that in that same open space there. Pull it all the way around to the other side and then just start pulling it tight. Pull it tight, tight, tight. And make a knot. I like to do a double knot. I always feel just a little bit more secure about a double knot. So I've got that doubled up. We are going to reopen our little arms here and then pull this apart. All right. And so we've got pretty much smushed pom-poms. So we're going to floof that up real quick. You may have some loose pieces from where you cut it. And actually, where did I put my, here it is. I like to use the thing my pom-pom makers came in to cut over so it can catch these little bits that I'm going to cut off. So from there you can just trim off anything that feels a bit wonky, is a little bit longer, is frayed, not the way you want. However, oh, of course I'm going to drop it and get those just wacky pieces off of there. Like I said, I'm trimming in to this little bucket that I can dump. You could also just do it on a sheet of paper or whatever. All right, so now I have my 3 pom-poms. Just like this. I'm going to move my yarn and my pom-pom makers out of the way. And from there, I just want to attach them to one another. So what I am using is this thread string. I believe it's some kind of crochet thread, super thin, and I've got a large eye needle that I have threaded it onto. Can you see that? And we're going to pull those together here in just a second. All right, you've got your big eye needle, all of that, and we're going to just start in the bottom one and go up. Try to be as straight as you can going up and leave a tail. Make sure you leave a tail. And then your orange one, and go up. And then your white one, and go up. Now with your tail, go ahead and, with your needle, go ahead and it gets kind of twisty. You're going to go back down through all 3 of them. If you have to squish them, that's fine, because you kind of want them squished anyway in the end. That is not as straight as I would like. So I'm going to there we go. Here's my needle. I'm going to pull that up, keeping an eye on this because I do not want to pull it all the way through. All right, once it is down like that, I'm going to just kind of adjust this a little bit and go ahead and make a knot. So here's my loop up here, and I am just going to twist it around and make a knot so that I have a loop. Now if you do not want to hang yours, you have to make a loop. You can do 1 strand up, clip it, 1 strand down, and then tie those together. But now what I'm going to do, since I have that knot, is I'm going to pull these, kind of squish everything together, and then pull my needle off, and then tie a double knot, 1 and 2, and then take my scissors and trim it really close so those threads aren't showing. Get rid of all of that. And now look, now if you want, you can shape this a little bit more so it's more angular and less poof ball, but I like that the poof ball is accented. And like I said, you can put some string through this and hang it. You can use it as an ornament hanging somewhere. These even sit up on their own. Well, would you give them a chance? But y'all, I am so happy with these. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you like and subscribe and come back later and see what else I've got going on. Yeah, this was just a fun little thing. I hope you liked it. Bye. Happy Halloween.